All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to the elect, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. Yeah, this, man, this walk of ours, man, you know, you're gonna be tried and tested on this walk, man. You know, I made this video a couple days back, tried to do the video. For some odd reason, it only caught 8 minutes, and I think I know the reason why, because there was not enough room on my iPhone there, right? Yeah, on the iPhone, there was not enough room, so it caught the last, like, 8 minutes of the video, okay? It was a very edifying video. This happened a couple times this week, man, okay? And plus with the thing what happened with me at camp, where I go to record and the flipping camera is not recording, you know? But these things are going to happen in our walk, man. I go to my car, you know what I mean? Something's going on with the light, you know? If it ain't something, you know, of a possession, you're a woman. If it ain't something of a physical possession, you know, then it becomes like people and, you know, your job and your boss and all this stuff, and, you know, tons of pressure on your head, man. Okay? But the wise, the prudent are gonna get through these times. The 144 are gonna get through these times, okay? This is why it says that you gotta be tried and you gotta be tested. Alright? We're gonna be tried and tested. This is a heavy walk, alright? I can't even put it into words, the amount of shit that happened to me in the last, I would say, about 2 weeks, okay? Just hell after hell after hell. And let's remember, too, these heathens are putting on their, you know, their, whatchamacallit, you know, this is that time where they're putting up some kind of wicked prayers and all that type of stuff. This, you know, from the, April 19th to like May, or April 31st. I can't remember. But right now they're doing a bunch of seances and whatnot. And remember what the scriptures say, if I'm not mistaken, if that's in Isaiah, tells them to stand now with thine enchantments, see if it helps thee. But that's going into another topic. But, you know, we're going to go through this hell out here, man. Imagine that you're a light in a dark place, which we are. As a matter of fact, let me get that scripture real quick. Let's go to Matthew's chapter 5 and verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Okay? So we are made lights onto this world, man. And remember what the scriptures say about this world. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. Hey, remember in Ecclesiastes chapter 8, you know, that wisdom causes a man's face to shine, roughly phrasing. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Right? So, you know, you have an understanding here that we're in a world of darkness, okay? Very darkness, gross darkness, okay? Thick darkness. And we are made lights, okay? Having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So you got to understand that, let's put it this way. You're trying to play hide and go seek. 20 of you and your cousins, a big ass banquet hall or whatever, and it's dark, completely dark. You know, like completely dark, right? And, you know, the windows are shadowed out. You know, the parents set this up for the kids, you know, a hide and go seek, whatever. Let's just say that's the scenario, all right? So now afterwards, you know, somebody's got their cell phone in their pocket and they don't know. A couple of them, their cell phones are on. Or let's just say that the person who's seeking out these people got smart and said, you know what? I'm going to send a mass text to everybody, right? So next thing you know, text messages go off and the phone is illuminated in their pockets, right? And they ain't wearing thick clothing or whatnot, you know, summer clothes, whatnot. And you can see right through the pants, just trying to give you an idea, okay? That light. So what's going to happen? That seeker, right? The person who's seeking out these people, they're going to be able to see them. They're going to be like, look, there they are right there. There they are right there. There they are right there. And they ain't going to make it, you know, obvious. They're just going to walk up. Yeah, I got you. Yo, Thomas got you. You know, Thomas is it too. And then everybody's going to be like, oh, shit, oh, shit. You know, he go off and he start picking them all off. This is how the demons are set. They see us, man. Okay? They see us. We're lights in a dark place, Akim. And this is for, you know, the younger brothers coming into this truth. You know, you are light, man, in darkness. People look at you funny. They go, something's up with this guy. I don't know what it is, but something's up with this guy. You know? Not in a negative way, but they just look at you like, you know, something's up with him. And these demons, they know how to get on people and, you know, get on our nerves and whatnot. So this is a test that we gotta go through, okay? As a matter of fact, let me just get something before I begin this. Sirach chapter 2 and 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, and set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste at the time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay? So, you see, we're going to go through shit. This is why it says, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay? Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Okay? Because there's going to be times out here where you're going to go through situations and, you know, you're going to be catching that hell, as they say. But you got to do what? You got to constantly endure. Okay? Endurance. Holding on. Okay? On to the end. And we'll get that scripture at the end too, because I don't want to get it right now. Okay? Depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at that last end. Don't shrug it off. Don't be like, ah, shit, man. To hell with this, you know? Just because you're going through those situations, don't get emotional. All of us are going through these situations, man. Whether it be from a wife, your car, you know, you're fucking down to your pets acting up, man. Okay? These demons, look, these demons are set at you. We're going to get into that in Job as well. These demons are sent after you to try you. But, like I put up here, the test, okay? You may try, this is, you know, basically, this is us being the servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and Lord willing we be the 144. You won't be able to trick the elect. You won't be able to pull them away from this truth, because they're in the hands of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Now, let's read this real quick. You may try my servants and bring them low. What do we read back in Sirach chapter 2? What does it say here? Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low state. We're in a low state right now, okay? Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. That's us, okay? We're in a low position. Remember, we're in the valley, that shadow valley of death, man. All right? So going back into this, but they will always cry to me and not stray away. Who? The elect, his servants. We're not going to cry unto Baal, Moloch, meaning, you know, metaphorically meaning those ones that ran into Egypt because they're strong. This is what our people do. Instead of, hey, let me get a scripture on that too. Instead of taking the long road, they got a complainsive attitude. Let me see if I can find this. Yep. And I want another one in Hebrews as well. What Moses did by faith, Let's get something real quick. So let's get into this real quick. Exodus chapter 6 and verse 9. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage. Right, so our people are in that mentality right now too. I need to get mine. I need to get mine. What's gonna become of us? Time is short. You could die any minute. This is the afflictions that Esau Edom puts in their mind, scares them with death. Okay, and for all the cruel bondage that we have served, right, and coming out of slavery, and even in this society, this is the mentality of our people. Okay, so the spirit of anguish is upon these people, and the cruel bondage that is beating them every day, the curses, which they don't understand. We have the understanding. They ain't gonna hearken onto these words. These words are actual fiat money to them, so they're not gonna listen. Okay, but faithful men, Lord willing, we be the elect. Faithful men will listen and follow through. Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. You see? And that's the mentality that we're coming in. All right? The mentality that we're coming in is we'll rather serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai than strain off the path, because we know at the end of the day, whatever the Lord said, he's going to make good. Numbers chapter 23 and 19. Whatever he said, he's going to make good on that. All right? So we'd rather put our trust into Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our faith, our hope, our everything, right? That promise what the Lord has made with us, okay? With the true believers, okay? We'd rather, suffer what we got to suffer now than to sell out for a season of pleasure, man. See? We rather to suffer. This is the stead we're coming in. Rather to suffer affliction with the people of God. The rest of our brothers. Remember the many is led by the Spirit, Romans 8 and 14. They are the sons of the Most High. The Spirit itself bear witness that we are the sons of the Most High. Right? So those ones, the whole house of Israel belongs to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, yes. But we're talking about the elect. Remember, it tells you that the elect got it, but the rest were blinded. So the people of God, yes, that's the whole house of Israel. But in these times right now, the believers, man, because all those 2/3 are enemies. Are enemies unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, whether you like it or not. Whether it's your dear old grandpa, grandma, your pa, your ma, your ba, your ma, okay? Whatever it may be. If they're not serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai and paying homage unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai and calling upon those names in the time of their trouble, or, putting those names in those prayers, or believing in those names, or having faith in those names, they're an enemy, okay? They're acting like heathens. So therefore, they're not like, in the true state, in the true spirit they're supposed to be in. Okay, as an Israelite, they're in a heathen, sick. Scripture tell you the whole head is sick. They're in a sick, heathen mentality, man. They're enemies to the Most High. Even though they be the people, they're enemies. But we know the elect are really the ones who are going to do this work. They're going to be captivated through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So going back into this, rather to suffer affliction with the people of God. That's the brothers, you know what I mean? Starting with the apostle elders on down, everybody who's pushing out 100% truth, okay, than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. And to enjoy the pleasure of sins for a season, that's in this society, okay? Running amok in this society. You know, that's why I said, going back into what I was saying here, but they will always cry to me and not stray away, right? So when you stray away, what power do you run onto? Do you run onto your own self? No, you run onto one of these powers in this society, you know? And you go along to get along. You get money. You put off all that hate. You might have certain things, you know, still stuck in your mind, but you start slipping through the cracks, you know? Gone through the eddos, lost in the sauce. So you running after that money now, you know? And the pleasures of this world, whatever comes with it, right? So continuing, and eventually learn your ways and have foresight of your ways and become immune to your ways. Meaning being tried out by experience. Going back into I keep saying that. Sirach chapter 2, right? When you come to serve the Lord, you're going to be tried out, okay? You're going to be tried. You're going to be tried, okay? As it says right here, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace at adversity. Also another thing. And the apostle elders, they were speaking about this, hey man, and even when they first started out, they said that's the spirit. And you kept seeing brothers getting the scripture while they're already thinking of the scripture, right? All the apostles, they were already thinking, and the next one's like Ezekiel 38. And he's like, yo, I was thinking about that. I had it right here. You know, that's the spirit. At the end of the video, I was like, fuck, yesterday I wanted to make the video. I tried to make the video. It only caught 8 minutes. I'm like, so I just calmed myself down and said, don't worry. Tomorrow's another day. We're going to do this, man. Just shake off the dust. You know, put your prayers up to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're being tried. You're being tested. You tried to make that video like 3-4 times already, okay? And to no prevail, you know? Error this, 8 minutes saved. So, hey, at the last minute of camp that the apostle elders had put up, they were talking about the same thing, being tried. Okay, you're gonna be tried in this walk here. And it was funny when I made the video, right? I talked about becoming teachers. They're not in this truth here to lollygag and hang out and the boys club and all this. No, this is none of that bullshit. Boys Scout club, and no, we're here to be teachers. That's our job, man. Our job is not to be, you know, these personas and all this shit. YouTube personas. No. So anyways, going back into this. Daniel 12:10, many shall be purified and made white and tried. That's what we're going through right now. Okay? This is the route for the elect. To be heavily tried. Okay? To be purified. Just as gold. Gold and dross, you know what I mean? You put the gold in there, you start up the fire, boom, boom. You get your graphite sticks. You know, you take a little borax, you put that in there, that's boom, you fire it up at the bottom. Throw in your material. Let that sit, get up to 1200. Let it up a little bit more. And you start stirring. And as you're stirring, you stir through with the graphite sticks. And you take your dross off. I know, because I have a, there's a certain name for them. Fuck, I forget the name, man. But I have inside there, for smelting, gold and melting gold and whatnot. Fuck, I forget the name, man. But anyways, and eventually learn your ways and have foresight of your ways and become immune to your ways. Meaning, we're going to go through these situations so much. And hey, guess what? We have our apostle elders, which have been tried, have experienced, have been tried out. You have Apostle Elder Tahar that's been in this truth for over 40 years, man. Okay? So the saying is, why go out there and be an idiot when you have the whole package here? Meaning, instead of taking 100 kilometers out just to come back 99 kilometers, where it was right there in front of you, you could have figured it out. You have the brotherhood, which instead of taking that 100 kilometers, you just take one step, and that's it. And it's shown to you scripturally, and brothers give you their experience. Okay? So they're not going to steer you down the wrong road. They're going to steer you down the right road, right? So instead of taking all that time and effort to go 100 miles out and then come back 99, that's 199. When the smartest, wisest individual would have just took that one step, okay? And boom, it would have came to him like that. But like I said, we're going to go through these situations, eventually becoming immune to these tricks that Satan has up his sleeve. And how is that going to be done? By going through this going through this course that we have, okay? And sharing our experiences with each other. Because, you could say, well, he ain't going to learn until he actually goes through it. But if you're given foresight of something behind the door, okay, what to expect, you're more likely to actually do good when you go through that situation than the individual that doesn't know what to expect, okay? So eventually we become immune, just like the apostle elders. Doesn't mean that Satan still isn't still trying to toy with them in some different type of way, right? But they're more immune to all those little tricks and tricks up his sleeve, okay? Which a younger brother might get tripped up and snared and trapped in. This is why Revelation chapter 1, let me actually get that, because this is important, This is why I'm taking long to go through these scriptures, because it is something that has to be said for you younger brothers that are coming into this truth, okay? Revelation 1:3, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Okay? So it's blessed that, a man may read, okay, and hear the words of this prophecy. So when the apostle elders are going through scripture, going through a lesson, a lot of times they'll not segue, but add something into the lesson where it gives you edification. It helps to boost your faith. It helps to, help you grow in this truth, right? And it may be a personal situation. So blessed is he that applieth that reading and hearing the words of this prophecy, right? Blessed are those individuals because they know, how do you say it? To be attentive, okay? Scriptures tell you too. Yeah. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Right. So even when we're going through these situations here, you should be able to, apply that wisdom to anything that you're going through in your life. So being attentive and hearing and following through with what the apostle elders are saying, hey, man, you come out swinging better, man. You come out with the ability to judge the smallest matters. Attentiveness is very key. Having your ear open, being diligent, okay? And applying it with prayer, reading, you know what I mean? Hearing the prophecies. Those things help build you up and build your faith, okay? And keep you on the right track. That's the way you can become immune to Satan's ways, okay? Because you have in this body, you have much experience. Many men that's been tried out. Many, okay? And they're still standing 10 toes down firm. So it's better to take that, hearing from your brothers and being around your brothers, right? Instead of, I gotta do this by myself, or Satan can get you that way, okay? But anyways, let's get to the meat of the program here. Proverbs chapter 27 and 12. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. A prudent man foreseeth the evil. Right, going through these scriptures, being around the apostle elders, you know what I mean? Being around the elders. And you don't have to be around them physically. You could turn on the net and boom, there they are. And you can sit down, listen to the lesson, take it in. Okay, eat. They're cooking up a lot of meals, man. 24/7 GMS and GMS associates, such as myself and other brothers, right, are cooking up meals, man. Quality meals. We don't just put a lesson out there and it's a fool speaks without sense, man. The talk of a fool is without sense. It's like murmuring and babbling, man. He even tells you that he's a burden in the way. So we don't put out no, bullshit out there. We put out meals out there that will feed you, okay? Get you strong. Get them bones tick, okay? So going back into this, a prudent man foreseeth the evil, right? And going through these scriptures, having the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai upon you, and you've been around the brotherhood, you can hear certain experience of certain situations brothers been through, and you could apply that in your personal life, in your personal walk, okay? You're in a body. So this brother shares a story that's also for you to hear. That's also for you to have a meal with. Okay, or eat on, okay, that situation. Because when you eat, you intake, right? So eat it, just like we were told to eat the roll. Intake it, okay? Take it in. And hideth himself. Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10, if I'm not mistaken, right? But the simple pass on and are punished. Okay, and we know who the simple are. People who won't, people who take this lightly, okay, as well. People who don't know and people who take this lightly, okay? And what? They're passed on and they're punished, okay? Let me get something real quick. Yeah, right here. Let me just go to verse 8. Job chapter 1 and verse 8. And Yahweh said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth? A perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and sheweth evil. Then Satan answered Yahweh and said, Doeth Job fear God for naught? Hast thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he have on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in thy hand. Put forth thy hand now, and touch all that he have, and he will curse thee to thy face. And Yahweh said unto Satan, Behold, all that he have is in thy power, only upon himself put not forth thy hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of Yahweh. Okay, and you could go on and read the mess that happened after that. Okay, so right now, this is what's happening to us in this walk. Remember I told you, Matthew chapter 5. We're lights in a dark place. It's like, just picture in your mind, it's like a movie, man. Individuals are trying to sneak past somewhere. You know what I mean? And they're like, yo, don't let the don't let your sheets drop from your I don't know, your shoulder patches or whatever, man. Because they'll illuminate and then the monsters will see. And then you hear monsters in the background, yeah, making noises, breaking bones, crunchy shit. And they can even see them, right? And they're like, God damn, walking through, bopping through. Next thing you know, one individual panics, comes off, and then the individual, everybody starts running, and the demons are like, huh? They turn their head and they see the lights moving. That's like how we are, man. We're lights in a very, 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 very dark place. So they are sicked on us and to try us, man. Try us in this walk, okay? Oh, yep, right here, Sirach. Let's go through real quick. See what it says in Sirach chapter 4. Get straight to point 15, 4 and 15. Whosoever giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that obtaineth unto her shall dwell securely. Talking about Sophia. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generations shall hold her in possession. This is the point, for at first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul, and try him by her laws. Then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets. Okay, so it is not going to be an easy walk. Okay, dread and torment is going to be brought upon you, and a lot of times you're gonna see things where the Lord is pushing that fear upon you, which is good for you to fear Him. Remember, the 2/3 don't see what we see. All right, they're blind. So a lot of times you're gonna see people putting to death, all this stuff, and you're gonna have the understanding of it, and that in itself can torment your mind, man. Am I next? Can that happen to me? You know what I mean? That's bringing fear and dread and torment on somebody's mind, man. All just to have and possess Sophia, and to be able to maneuver against Satan, to be able to be immune against his ways, man. Wow, this is something that we're going through, and it's not an easy road, man. It's not an easy road. A lot of people think. That's why in Jude it tells you many men crept in unawares, man, sneaking up some other type of way, thinking that this is just some joyride. You know what I mean? Don't worry, we'll figure this out. And what happens to them? They get kicked out. They end up somewhere else. Shit, they end up even out of a camp and dead. Salakia. So let's get into this real quick. It takes certain individuals to be in this truth, okay? And looking at our apostle elders and the ones before them that did this unto death, you have to have a special spirit, okay? You have to have the spirit of the elect upon you, man. Honestly, because only the elect are going to endure on to the end. We're going to get that in Matthew 20. Well, we'll close out with that scripture. Wait, hold up. Is that Matthew? Somewhere in Matthew. No. It's not Matthew. I was looking for that scripture, fool the elect, but they shall not fool the elect. If you brothers know where it is, it should be. Can't find it. Where is it? Yeah, that is it. False Mashiach shall arise and show signs and wonders, and soon, if it were possible, even the elect, but they would not fool the elect. Let me see. Yeah, it's Matthew chapter 24 and 24. But it's not possible for them to do that. They're going to endure on to the end. But going back into 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 1, thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahushai, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushai HaMashiach. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Okay? So it tells you right here to endure hardness as a good soldier. Okay? And also to commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. We're not out here as some gang type of mentality. We're not out here to be cheerleaders. We're out here to become teachers. Okay? Because eventually what? Those teachers, they become, those students become teachers themselves. Those soldiers, those good soldiers. And so on and so forth. It's a process. It's a process looking for the elect. The elect looking for the elect. Okay? That's why when you go up, it says, therefore, verse 10, endure all things for the elect's sake. Look, the apostle elders been out there for over 40 years. You know how much shit they've been afflicted with? But they kept on going and going and going and going and going and going for what? Obviously, they want that crown. They want that prize. And obviously, they love Yahweh Yahushai, right? And obviously, they know there's others like them out there also, the elect. Okay, Lord willing that we be the elect, but this is what we're doing this work for, to raise up and pull out the elect. Because once the elect is sealed, that's it. And we, through the Spirit, believe that the elect is sealed, man. That's why you're seeing all these things coming down the pipe, like boom, 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 boom. One after the next, man. Even one with the next one. The many great plagues, man. It's not no joke. It's not no funny thing. It's real. Okay? It's 100% real. All right? A lot of people, they see this bullshit. They, you guys in that. All right, cool. That's all right. We don't care. Go ahead and Romans chapter 3 and verse 4. So if some did not believe, we don't care. It's not going to affect our belief. More belief for us. So going back into this, therefore endure all things therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushai with eternal glory. See? So we're going through this not just for ourselves too, but for our brother's sake as well. The elect, if we're part of the elect, yeah, for our brother's sake, man. So they can be pulled out of this nonsense, okay, and come and do the work onto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because at the end of the year, day and week, there's what? A salvation to be obtained from those, for those men, okay? So this is why learning and experience and going through all these things, you must keep these keys in the bag, these jewels, man. These are heavy jewels. Though it may seem like something light that we're talking about, oh, those are just basic precepts. Well, in basic precepts, there's a lot of heaviness, okay, that you may not see because you're just skimming over it. So, going back into this. Yep. 2 Corinthians chapter 11. Let's start. Let's see, what Paul was tested with. Let's go to verse 23. Are they ministers of Hamashiach? I speak as a fool. I am more in labors, more abundant, in stripes above measure, in prisons more frequent, in deaths oft of the Jews 5 times received I 40 stripes, save one. Thrice I was beaten with rods. Once I was stoned. Salakia, once was I stoned. Thrice I suffered shipwreck. Night, a night and a day. I have been in the deep. In journeyings often. In perils of waters. In perils of robbers. In perils by mine own countrymen. In perils by heathens. In perils in the city. In perils in the wilderness. In perils in the sea. In perils among false brethren. In weariness and in painfulness. Endure all things as a good soldier, right? Endure hardness, roughly phrasing. In watching often. In hunger and thirst. In fastings often. In cold and nakedness, okay? Now, you see all this stuff that came upon Paul, man? He himself, and a lot of people are like, oh, Paul, the writings of Paul, to hell with Paul. You crazy? Look what this man went through for Yahushua Mashiach. Anyways, that's another video I got lined up to as well. I want to do that video. But, yeah, look at this, man. It's not going to be an easy walk, okay? You see what Paul went through. You see what we're going to have to go through too as well. We read about it, okay? We're going to have to go through a lot, and it's true. You're going to be tested. You're going to be tried out. And look what tests that Paul was going through, okay? This is not no cakewalk, as we say, okay? You're going to be tried. You're going to be tested. Let me get the last scripture here, and I'm going to close. Matthew chapter 23 and verse 13. Matthew chapter 24. I always do that. You know what? Hold up a second. Oh, shit. I always close out with that sometimes. Matthew chapter 23 and 14. To you, woe to you, woe to you, woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites. And we know how you guys see. Anyways, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay? You got to have the endurance unto the end to be able to endure unto the end, man. Those are the elect. Okay? The elect are the ones that are going to endure this madness unto the end and keep their composure. Okay? And not go off, not flip, not get emotional. Okay? Because like I said, we're all going to go through a bag of shit, man. Ton of shit we're going to go through, man. Okay? But we're going to have to strive lawfully to receive our crown. Okay? We're not going to go off. We're not going to stray off. When things are getting hot and heavy, as they say, we're not going to, oh, man, to hell with this, man. I didn't expect this. Now I don't have this. Now I don't have that. Oh, now I'm homeless. Now I'm this. Now I'm that. Oh, man, I'm giving up. I'm gonna go run to Baal. I'm going to go run to Egypt. I'm going to go run to them for help. You know? That's not the spirit to have, you know? The spirit to have is to endure. You know? Put up with this crap on to the end, man. As a matter of fact, let me just get something real quick here. What the? Endure. Okay. To remain. To tarry behind and remain. Abide. Yeah, always abiding in this truth, man. To not basically say not retreat or flee. To preserve under misfortunes, to preserve under misfortunes and trials, and to hold fast one's faith in Hamashiach. You see that? That's the most important thing, because they're trying to dent your faith. Okay, that's why the scriptures say to be rooted and what's the scripture, built up and established in the faith, to endure, to bear bravely and calmly. See, What I'm saying? They'll become immune to your ways, man. Okay, eventually become immune to your ways. They'll be able to take it on the chin like, what was that? That was supposed to be a punch, Satan? Come on, man. I seen that back in 1991. Come on, you lose you losing your marbles, man. Like, you remember you did that already? Shit, man, you did that 3 years. 2 years back to back one time. You don't remember that? One in the 90s, that was 94 or something. And then in 2000, 2001. Come on, man, you don't remember that scene? That's how the way you gotta be taking these hits from Satan, man. You know? Remind his ass, hey, nigga, you remember you did that to me last year, man? Get out of here, man. Nice try. Bye. To stay under, that is, remain, and pressure too. Figuratively, undergo, that is, bear trials, see? Have fortitude preserved, abide, endure. Take patiently, suffer, because patience is that's it, you're patient. You know, when somebody gets banged up, car flips over, they're in the hospital, and you ever see those cartoons with like the cat all fucked up in a body cast, his foot is up? Yeah, that's us. We're in these chains of darkness. We're suffering, okay? Endure, take patiently. See, tarry behind, abide patiently, suffer. Okay, endure, take patiently. Okay, abide, suffer. This is what we're in this truth to do, suffer. Better is he that goes to the house of mourning than to the house of feasting and dancing, because when these times of calamity come, Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6 for us, Lord willing that we be of the elect, that knowledge and wisdom shall be. But for the rest of them, they're going to wander to and fro, looking for the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and they shall not find it. And that's Amos chapter 8, if I'm not mistaken. So anyways, Akim, hey, man, with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, B'Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to the elect, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. We're going to be tried. We're going to be tested, Akim. Let me read this one more time. You may try my servants and bring them very low, but they will always cry to me and not stray, and eventually learn your ways and have foresight of your ways and become immune to your ways. Okay? So eventually, that's us being in this truth, hardened up, okay, through all this suffering. All right? Like I said, that big 6-foot dude, giving you a punch in the jaw, and then all of a sudden, like on the 200th punch, or the 1,000th punch, or 50,000th punch, you're like, man, you're punching like a girl. You know what I mean? You could take it. You're immune to it. Okay? So learn to suffer so you can become immune to the ways of this society. Okay? Meaning their shit's not going to phase you. Okay? I'm already immune. I'm immune to your crap. Okay? I can see through your bullshit. Alright? Matthew chapter 24 and 13 to you all. Wa habagabal. Shalom Akim.